What to stream in quarantine? It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
And we are back with film critic Ryan J., who's got 3 movies to talk about today. And he says one of them is actually his favorite movie of the year so far, which is incredible. Ryan is cool, but he still uses punctuation in texts.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Tiff, I know you wanted to ask him something too about something we chatted about earlier related to Robin Williams. You want to do that when we're done or now?
Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Ryan, let's talk about Bill and Ted Face the Music, rated PG-13. Now, this is in theaters, right?
This is in theaters today, and it is a sequel to the franchise from the late 80s, and it starts with like a kind of previously on Bill and Ted's, narrated by their daughters, and then it raises the question of, does the humor of the 80s really translate to today? And I think not.
Oh, so did you like the others? Can you compare it there, and who's in it?
In all honesty, I was not a real fan of the other films, and so this one is really, there's no change, there's no growth here, and that's my problem, is they're decades older, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter as Bill and Ted, and it's just stupid funny. I mean, they talk like they have 2 brain cells. They've got the same walk, they've got the same facial expressions, the same kind of thing. It was fake then, it's fake now. I did not laugh out loud even once during this film.
Is there anything good about it?
I did like the time travel part. I think the effects are very cool, and seeing like all the different times and locales, like that's neat. But the whole film hinges on the fact that they're writing a song to save the world, and it's a really missed opportunity to write potentially a best original song Oscar contender, and then it's a big nothing, just like this movie. Both the song and the movie, a big nothing, so skip it.
Oh, save your money.
Oh, I love it that you're back
Save your money.
Skip it.
Yes. This one is not worth risking getting COVID-19 for.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, the next movie is The Personal History of David Cofferfield, and this is PG. This is also in theaters.
Right, and this movie is worth getting coronavirus for. I loved it so much. I'm joking. I didn't see this in the theater. I screened it. I wished I had seen this in the theater. It's so great. It's like, you know, there have been 19 adaptations on television and film for David Copperfield, the Charles Dickens classic, and this movie is so innovative. It's for a costume drama, for an innovative period piece. You've never seen anything like this before. It's incredible.
One of the things that you talked about related to this film in your notes is colorblind casting.
Right. And that is something we often see on stage, like a big, you know, much attention and press comes to like when Black Hermione was cast in the West End version of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, or the first Black actress to be cast as Glinda in Wicked on Broadway. We see it on the stage. We rarely see it on screen. And this is a testament to why it's so great in diversity to cast the right person for the role, not just the right type. You know, and so Dev Patel here shines, and we've got so many different races. There's such a diversity in this cast, unlike you would really see in a Dickens classic where all the characters are written as white, and it works so geniusly here.
I love Dev Patel is one of my favorite actors too. It looks beautiful and whimsical and creative. Do you think that this is a universal story? Can we relate these days?
It is. I think that's why it's been adapted so many times. It continues to speak to people, the ups and downs of life, the roller coaster that we can all relate to, but the costumes, the color, the editing, the projecting of images, the really creative use of transitions. This is a must-see. I'm sorry. This film is absolutely gorgeous. I loved it.
Okay, and that was The Personal History of David Copperfield. What about The Binge? This is rated R. This is on Hulu, so this is one you're going to stream.
Yeah, and this was the one I was texting Tiffany about last night while I was watching it because it is so hilarious. This movie is one of the funniest comedies I can remember. It's like The Purge in the sense that The Purge is the one night a year where everybody can go out and commit violence and murder everyone, except this is The Binge. So one night a year in a world where everything is outlawed, one night a year you can do all the drugs and alcohol you want.
Wait, is that Vince Vaughn with the mustache?
Vince Vaughn! This is the role he was born to play as the high school principal. I loved him so much. I was cracking up everything. It's so random. It's so funny. There are like gleeful moments of complete randomness throughout this film. The kids are also cast so well. It's a high school comedy, so, you know, drugs and alcohol, but they're all 18. Not that that makes it any better. But I've never like laughed so much in a movie. And this is at a time when we really need some laughter.
Yeah, I agree. And it's very original, would you say?
So original. I mean, it's derivative in the sense that it reminds you of The Purge, but then it has some twists and turns in the climax and some other places that it goes to that are really surprising and fantastic. This is the kind of movie it's like I was wishing I was watching it with friends. So it's really fun even alone.
Aw.
This is truly, Ryan was texting me all night. He's like, you have to see this. It's so funny. He's laughing. Okay, so that one we got to see.
Yes.
All right, speaking of Wish, have you seen Robin's Wish? Did you hear us? The one that's about Robin Williams. I know I texted you about it. Have you seen it yet?
Well, because of you, I reached out to the studio and I watched it last night. This is going to come on demand on Tuesday, September 1st. And it's a documentary about the last days of Robin Williams' life. And it's incredibly sad and inspiring and informative because, when he died by suicide, we all thought it was a depression. And that really kind of colored what we thought of the joy he brought to the movies. But what this reveals is it wasn't depression. He had an actual really rare disease that wasn't diagnosed at the time called Lewy body diffuse disease, and it is what was responsible for that. And so it really restores the joy to the image of who he was and the compassion and the genius of all the work that he did. I love this documentary. His wife is absolutely brilliant in it, and it just is a great celebratory, informative, and insightful look at Robin Williams.
Oh, that's awesome. I think he deserves that. What a gift he was to all of us with his incredible talent. And I just wanted to make sure that we made it clear too, because the personal history of David Copperfield, you were talking about that movie that's in theaters, Ryan. Is that the one that you think is actually so far the best movie of the year?
Yes, I love that movie so much.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. That's awesome. And can people see Robin's Wish? I don't know where that's available.
Yeah, where can I watch it?
That will be on Tuesday, September 1st. It will be available on demand and VOD.
Wonderful. Great talking to you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks
so much, guys. You too.
You're somebody I miss seeing in person, too. Your energy is just infectious. So thank you so much, Ryan. And you can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Instagram and Twitter. And for his full movie reviews, you got to check out his website. It is ryanjreviews.com.